I'm trying this new thing where I don't use any cuss words or any profanity when I talk because I've realized I use that quite a lot, especially with like the WTF moments. They happen quite frequently in my life. Sometimes it's just normal moments, but I make them WTF moments because that's how used to I am of cuss words and profanity at this point. And I want to change that. At least right now, I want to change that. I don't know if I'll feel the same way tomorrow, but today, right now, in this moment, this is what I've decided. I've decided to do an entire session of talking without using any cuss words. And I don't even need any luck or good wishes or something. I'm pretty sure I can pull this off. And even if I can't pull this off and I slip up here or there, I'll just edit it out of the recording. So I'm not worried. It's fine. So, what's up? It's a Sunday. I'm in my home. I have already eaten twice since the morning, which is concerning because I've been eating a lot now. I don't know. I'm already struggling with my weight. I feel like none of my clothes fit me anymore, and I feel like my ass is so big now and not in a good way. Like, it's concerning. It's concerning because I can't wear a crop top. My tummy is out, my ass is out. I know people will come with the whole body positivity and love your body, and honestly my body isn't even that out of shape. I know I'm just being a little critical about it, which I should not. I should stop being so critical about my body is actually amazing. My body is amazing right now. It's in the perfect shape. I've got this amazing ass that most people would die for, and I've got this cute little pouch of a tummy which looks really cute when you wear stuff like sari or lehenga or even just like western wear. So my body is like bodying right now. My body is tea right now. So that's the tea. So okay, so I just watched this video, another video on like about psychology and how our brains work and how the way that we speak to ourselves, the internal conversations that we have with ourselves actually define who we are and how successful we get. So a lot of we actually have somewhere around 60,000 different thoughts in a single day. And all of those thoughts are usually right now on autopilot. So we're mostly extremely critical about ourselves. We're always punishing ourselves. We're always replaying our past failures. We're always talking about how shameful or embarrassed we felt, or how anything that can go wrong will go wrong. We're usually in that state when we're in the autopilot mode. And the experiment is to stop doing that. The experiment is to stop being. I know it sounds very trivial, like be good to yourself, positive thinking, don't be so hard on yourself. But I think there's a deeper work that needs to be done here. Every single thought that you get in the entire day, you have to, at least for some time, observe those thoughts and realize, what am I saying to myself? Like just now, for example, when I just started talking and I was talking about, I'm trying to lose some weight because my ass got really big. And then I realized, bro, no. Like right in that conversation, I realized that's not true. My ass is fine. My body is fine. My brain is fine. I'm capable of so many things right now with this brain and body. So why am I being so harsh on myself again? Like, so that's the kind of stuff that I want to practice for the next couple of days and see if that changes my thought process, if that changes how I feel about myself. Because Because right now, at least in this phase of my life, I'm not really speaking to a lot of people. I've mentioned this like 100 times that I have cut all of my friends off. So I have a lot of time for myself these days. So okay, I was gonna say I'm really alone these days, but then I changed that into I've got a lot of time for myself these days. So see, I'm already doing that. I'm already like observing and changing how I feel about myself. But since I already have so much time to spend with my own self now, I want to make sure that all the thoughts that I get, and I get a lot of them, I want to make sure they are nice to me. Because you're my thoughts. I created you. I created you, and you're being mean to me. You're being rude to me. You're punishing me. You're embarrassing me. Like, that's. I'm sorry. But as a thought, since you're a thought, I'm your God. I created you. I can destroy you. Okay? So you better act the way I ask you to act. Is that too hard to follow? It's not. It's basic simple English. मैं हिंदी में भी बोल सकती हूँ ये चीज़. आप मेरे से जन्मे हुए विचार हो. आप मेरे अगेंस्ट तो मत ही जाओ. ठीक है. तो that's what I'm doing now, and I'm trying to speak to myself a little bit more kinder. I don't know. I feel like when I'm trying to express myself, I forget the whole English language. I just can't frame a single sentence. But when I'm trying to like complain about myself, I can very easily form statements and sentences, and none of them even have any grammatical errors. So that just means that's how practiced I am in criticizing myself, that it's very easy for me to articulate myself and form statements. But when I'm trying to actually be kind to myself and nice to myself, I forget the entire vocabulary, dude. I'm what abba dabba jabba. What? That's concerning. That just means I have left my inner child abandoned for so long that this is her default mode of communicating with herself now. Like the morning that she wakes up, not the morning that if she wakes up every morning, but in the morning that she wakes up, the first thought that sets in on autopilot is that she's not good enough, she can't do this, her life is a failure, she can't do anything about it. And that's why would I do that to her? I want to be nicer to her. And again, like I said, I don't know if this might be another geopolitical phase kind of situation where I move forward, move on from this phase without actually completing the entire syllabus or giving the exams or passing with flying colors. I might just move on to the next thing. But I still feel like this one insight that I've uncovered over the last couple of days about our brains is that it's basically two insights, right? I've uncovered two really significant insights about my brain. And first one is that everything that I'm trying to repress and control, every bad thought or emotion that I feel is not worthy of love, that I'm trying to hide in my unconscious so I can control it, it only grows more and more powerful over time. So I should stop repressing and controlling my emotions, even the emotions that may not seem very lovable, like greed or jealousy or shame or embarrassment. So that's one. And the second one is the internal talk needs to change. Girl, the internal talk needs to change. And it needs to change right now and today onwards. So, whatever thoughts I get now, I have to pay very close attention to them for the next couple of weeks, because when I let them go on autopilot, it's usually the saddest, most depressed thoughts that come in my mind. And I'm sorry, but my life has been more than just this mere depression that I keep talking about. Like, fine, I was depressed for a while, maybe once or twice in my life for a couple of months. I also have 30 years of me being absolutely fine and happy go lucky and bubbly and cheerful and socially acceptable and also socially awkward and all of that. Like, I am so much more than my depression. But every time my brain goes on autopilot, it's always thinking about the worst case scenario. The most horrible thing that can happen will happen. That's how much my brain is on survival mode all the time. And when I'm on survival mode, how can you expect me to create, to build something, or do anything? I'm just here surviving because my brain is out here surviving in survival mode, and I can't allow that to happen. Now that I'm in my 30s, I think it's high time that, like, this whole harsh self talk is so not my vibe anymore. I don't feel like I align with that vibe anymore. So I'm gonna actively try and distance myself from that self-loathing, self-hating vibe. And honestly, like, as we're kids, we're told to be humble, stay humble, don't be cocky, don't be proud, don't brag, don't show off, whatnot. And in that process of trying to be humble, we don't even realize when we move from being humble to the side of being extremely self-critical. So much hate towards one's own self. Like, the things that I would have said to my own self consciously and subconsciously, I would have not said those things even to, like, people I don't like, or people I don't agree with. But I say them to me on a regular basis, and that's like, what? that's that's extremely. I'm just trying to think of a Gen Z word that I can put in this situation. That's cooked, dude. That is cooked. I hope I'm using the word correctly, but yeah, like, that I can't accept that. I can't allow that to happen on my watch. Okay, like, I'm the future prime minister of this country. I can't be this hard on myself all the time. The country is anyway gonna be so hard on me when I become the prime minister, because that's how the public is, right? That's how the opposition is gonna be. That's how the influencers are gonna be by the time I become the prime minister. The influencers are gonna become something else only, dude. I feel like in 20 years, influencers might just become bats or something and start flying just with surveillance cameras, trying to record content everywhere they go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why am I being so critical about influencers? Is it because some of my repressed desire to become an influencer that never got fulfilled that's making me so hateful towards them? I'm sorry, who is this self aware goddess sitting here speaking to herself? And what happened to. Yeah, I can't take my name, so. What happened to her? Where did she go? Excuse me, like, I'm kind of making myself blush right now. Is that normal? I've never done that before. I should do that more. I'm capable of making myself blush better than any other man out there. So, and since we're on the topic of men, since we somehow reached here on the topic of men, um, I don't remember how much I've talked about my this 2026 New Year resolution, but just to put it out there again and again, I am not dating men this year. I'm not marrying a man. I'm not dating a man. I'm not having any casual relationships with a man. I'm not getting involved with a man on any romantic level this year. Why was I telling you this? Why did I start this? I think I remember. So I was talking about men because I was gonna say, I'm gonna start acting like a man now. Because a lot of these self doubts and self critical thoughts that come to my mind, I've seen they're quite common amongst women. Like, maybe I'm not good enough for this job, or maybe that person has better skill set than me. But then I look at men and they're like so confident. I was about to use the F word. I stopped. I'm winning today, dude. I'm winning this session. I'm so proud of myself. I literally filtered out the profanity before it even came out of my mouth. That's how much in control I am of my own words now. And the only thing stopping me from being in control of my own words was me. Me, oh my god. I remember I saw this book that the cover of the book said, "The mountain is you." So I got that book because I related with it. I understand. Like, my biggest problem is me only. If I fix me, my biggest problem used to feel was me. Let me fix that. So I thought I was my biggest problem, and so I got this book. It wasn't that great. I read like a couple of chapters and I realized I don't align with a lot of stuff that's been said in the book, so I kind of discarded it away. But so I don't support the book, but the title, the statement, "The mountain is you," I get it now, because like it's so easy to manipulate people into liking you or doing the stuff that you want them to do, but it's so difficult to make yourself like you. And I'm sorry, my doorbell just rang, so bye.